Hey everyone, this is Tappers here again, and welcome to another part of the Final Attack No Damage runs. Next stop is Coppice Man, which has to be the strangest name for a robot master I've ever heard of. Also, I didn't know what Coppice really was heading into this part, but I looked it up and found out Coppice is, in the simplest term, a shrubbery. You can go ahead and make whatever sort of Monty Python joke you want, or reference. I'm not going to because I've never watched Monty Python. Insert 1,000 comments yelling at me that I should watch Monty Python. But you also have Snake Man theme, and, well, where there's a Snake Man theme, there's snakes. And owls and fishermen on boats dropping dead fish from their boats. And you also kind of have a waterfall effect, which is pretty mesmerizing if you ask me. Also, you got shrubbery metals, or Coppice metals. I don't know what to call them. You also got these Mario 2 Panzer-looking enemies, which are kind of annoying in a way. And we also have bees, which I absolutely hate. There's a split path up here, but really this stage is more or less linear because this path up here actually leads to one of the Brian letters, the letter B, because there's bees and we're in bee land. No, we're not. But anyway, so we have to head back, and that actually takes about 30 seconds to do, which is kind of inconvenient, but what can you do? This is actually what I would consider one of the longest stages in the game. Actually, no, the longest stage of the 8 would be Sound Man, but we're not quite to him yet. Got a lot of panzers in this room, which you just have to find a safe spot between the 3 sets of 2 bullets and all that. Also got these macho scrub mets with spears that are tribal men, whatever you want to call them. One other thing that I probably should mention is that Panzer that you saw me try to shoot. For some reason, the bullets looked like they were trying to hit him, but you actually kind of can't hit him because I guess it has something to do with the screen hitbox, hit detection. I'm not sure what to call it. So we get to our mini-boss, Charmy Bee, or Chibi. I don't know what to call this thing. His first set of attacks, he dives at you, or he dives at wherever your location is. So as long as you don't lead him too far into a corner, you'll be safe. He also shoots his stinger, but if you're in a corner, he'll never hit you. Also, we got a sideways waterfall, which is kind of weird, except I think Mario 2 did it first. Plus, we've also got these raft boat things we gotta ride all the way to the end. And be careful here because you got 4 of these bats that will try to ambush you right at the end. There's more of these spring things, and you got a pit of snakes, which I'm sure Indiana Jones would absolutely hate this stage and all. So while I've got the chance, I'm gonna read a little profile on Coppice Man. A good point, he's well nurtured. A bad point, he's wild, because in actuality, he has bedhead, and bedhead is kind of crappy. He likes to hibernate and dislikes pollution. Speaking of hibernate, it's getting close to the winter time, and I should probably grow a beard and just camp out or something. No, I shouldn't do that. So, these couple of rooms here are pretty difficult. The last one you saw, there was 3 different bees' nests, and you can't really hit the spear guy that's right below you, so you have to kind of improvise and take out a couple of the hives, and then lead the bees so you can kind of just walk underneath them. And then that spear guy, I just had to kind of dodge a couple of the bullets and then rush up and avoid his spear throw, or his spear shot, which isn't really a spear shot. This last room has these very annoying totem poles, which bounce on these springs. That second one is very annoying because you have to make a well-timed jump. And the spring physics kind of feel a little stiff in a way, because it doesn't. It almost seems like the momentum's kind of odd, but well, what can you do? So about 5 minutes later, we're at the boss corridor of Coppice Man. Now, of these robot masters, I'd say that Coppice Man is probably the most annoying to fight because he's very random. Now, he has mostly one attack, which is shooting out these hawk seekers, which are like 3 birds that kind of home in on your direction. And he also runs around during most of it. Now, you probably see me jumping around like a moron, but the reason I do that is because at some point I have to jump over Coppice Man, and sometimes he will shoot out this vine wave, which is totally not the water wave. And it's kind of 50-50 if he decides to use it or not, but I try to buffer jumps so that I can at least make this a much more tolerable battle. And I killed him right as he was about to impale me with his vine. So, Coppice Man is kind of maybe a stressful fight, but at the same time it's not. For that we get, I believe, the Hawk Seeker, which doesn't have Coppice in its name, so it's terrible. Actually, no, it's not. I'll show that weapon in the outtakes, and I'll talk more about it, or in the extras, so I'll see you for that. Hello everyone, this is Tappers here again, and we're heading back to Coppice Man for the extras. Now, we ended up getting the Hawk Seeker, which is a pretty interesting weapon. If you shoot it out, it shoots a bird kind of diagonally, and it uses up 1 unit of ammo. But if we use it, it homes in on nearby enemies. Now, if we use it on multiple, it follows the closest enemy, and then it follows the next enemy, if it can kill it in one shot. This is actually a pretty solid weapon, which pretty much can wreck anything. And it goes back, and then it just slowly flutters off like that. I should also mention that this is, I think, the last weapon that you can actually use in conjunction with the seasonal barrier. So, there's that. I guess I could show it off against these boat enemies. It kind of, if you're not careful, it just kind of goes up and down and all around. I gotta stop using that joke. That's pretty much it for the extras. Now, I would have outtakes for right after this, but the completed attempt was actually on my 3rd recording try. So, the only 2 outtakes I had was failing on the first screen, and I actually did screw this stage up a lot on the previous version, which was 2.0, but I didn't record, or I didn't keep the failed attempts, so next time we'll be heading to Speed Woman stage. So this has been Tappers, and I'll see you for that one.